That's funny. I started typing in internet. The second thing down the search was archive before I even typed it. Gonzo is somewhat familiar, but I don't know if I've ever worked with him or played with him or did anything.
Like all the other bands kind of followed a lot of the stuff that they did, and you recognize a lot of music. But by other artists, made popular by other artists. But, you know, they did it. All right, I'm going to be standing by.
Yeah, I'll be back in. What was her name again? I'll be back. Right. About that JW roll around Clark Shore, you in that break? I don't know how it's happening. It seems like that's what's happening. Right over at JW, man. We were having a great time, and it was a beautiful week for that. Yeah, so JW got out of it. Well, I don't know. I don't remember whether we were on anything or whether we were sitting there on side there that night. Well, I was sounding good. It was sounding natural. Sounds good now.
Yeah, I got the gate going already, but yeah, I think we should navigate over there before people start to fall apart because we haven't showed up yet.
Yeah, it could fall apart. I'm going to go get a microphone full of trans because this one I got is cutting up the cord and the cable is whack. So I'm going to go get another microphone and I'll meet you guys on CRR. AB3 UKB, I'm clear.
Yeah, he said AB3REQ as well.
I'm clear UGY. See you somewhere. All right, 27.115. On your AM dial. Where'd you go, Joker? I was just getting ready to walk out of the room for a moment. Try to let this skip condition chill out a little bit.
Oh, man.
A couple of loudmouths are gone now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, with that, I gotta go check on my stove. I'll be right back in. Roger on this.
Yeah. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup.
Back in one? Yeah, I'm trying to set myself up here. Good grief. Ooh. Too much signal. There we go.
Yeah. Trying to make sure everything's all squared away here, too. Might need a mic gain adjustment. Too much. There we go. I think I'm where I want to be, I think.
Which radio are you running?
Panasonic chassis, Shakespeare 740.
Got a little bit of crackling going on there in the microphone, I guess.
Let's try the push to talk instead of the chicken choke. Is that better? Hello, Prager?
Yeah, seems to be okay now.
That's kind of weird. That's the chicken choke. That shouldn't make a difference. All right, well, I'll just use the push to talk anyway then, the bass bar.
Yeah, whichever works the best.
All right, I got to go take a pit stop because unlike some of us, I was in there for an hour and I needed pit stop. So, you know, I got a prostate like a freaking softball. So I'll be back. Countywide.
Oh no. Large prostate, that's never good.
It's more tongue-in-cheek than fact, but you got the message.
Hey, there, Kelly White. Acupuncture for that problem.
Yeah, okay there, Bite Buster. No. And I think that was Freebird. I'm not sure. But anyway, give me a minute. I'll be back. Carry on with the Classic Radio Roundup.
Sounded more like kilowatt. Cool, 13 kilowatts out here. That's what I thought. Okay. Go break. You say you're 8 miles south of Cabela's? 10-4. Oh, let me point the antenna over that way, then I'll hear you better. Yeah, that's about what you're giving me. Yeah, now I got the antenna over your way. 10-4, your radio's working. I enjoy sandbagging on a Wednesday night listening. No matter, stale cutter. Schuylkill River Valley from me. Oh, well, I'm glad we provide some entertainment value. That's what it's all about. I'm sure. The radio check and a back copy in the mail for a little bit yet. Yeah, join in whenever you feel like it there. No problem at all. Hopefully the skip will die down and we'll have everything going on in a little bit. That matter still cutting you in there? Yeah, around the band. About a steel cutter. All right, back in the usual position here. Seems like I got a bit of a noise over here tonight. Good grief. Maybe we need another power outage. I'm out of steel cutter. Man, I must have spurs. Yeah, that's just dropping here and there. Yeah, look at that. That sucks. You want me to get rid of you, Joy, on the radio? Oh, I guess it hasn't completely died. Still some of that damn getting skip going on. Hey, JW. Evening time there, Superbug. Who is? Who did you say that was? I said evening time there, Superbug. Oh, good evening. I guess. You'll find that I can be there when I'm here. Waving a hand to you for sure. 426. I'm glad you did. Hey, Smitty, don't hurt his feelings. I know who you are. Take care of that again, okay?
Oh, by golly, sounds like Skipland.
Yeah, down-getters. Can't understand it. Yeah, I know it.
Everybody make it down here or no?
Well, Pete was here temporarily and had to go see a man about a horse. Steve hasn't made it back. He had to go get another microphone. And, going down to the house and coming back again, that's a long journey in the dark for an old guy. No problem.
Oh, I thought perhaps he took that tram and put it back up in that room up there. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say what he's into. But yeah, that's a marathon there.
Yeah, no, I'd be huffing and puffing by that time.
Cheers, a little late. Sorry, been on the phone. Yeah. Well, doggone it, as long as you get there, I suppose. Gotta get out. I don't know, I did a little bit of walking today. I got my mile walk in there, and yeah, I said, I ain't feeling too bad. Gotta exercise. This retirement's for the birds.
Super Bowl, you up? Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. I used to love the walk. I used to walk 3-4 miles a day. Years ago. And it got about a wild mile a day. And now my knees really hurt. So I guess I wore them out. Now they're not going to let me walk.
Hey, did they ever diagnose what you have? Is it arthritis or is it just the wore out? And, you gotta go next round.
I'm in the process of starting to do that. I was waiting for the first of the year to come around, so all the deductibles reset, and yeah, I want to go to. I got an appointment for the 2nd of February to go to the doctor, and I want to. They're not going to be happy because I got a long list of things that I checked out. And you know how they are now. They have a limited amount of time they can spend with each patient, and then then it's like I got to make another appointment kind of thing.
Boy, it's funny you mentioned that, Dave. I had used to have a Collegeville family practice, and they started punching the people in and out just like you're a number and go. I dropped them. I did. I got rid of them. I found one I really liked. It's actually over there in Limerick. Female doctor, and she'll take as much time as you want. She doesn't do that, so that's a plus. But anyway, if it's all inflammation or even arthritis, the ginger root and lemon really does work nice, and the cayenne pepper. I can vouch for that.
Ginger root, huh?
Yeah, it's a biggie. Nice. It does wonders on you. That's what got me up and walking again. Believe it or not, I'm not. I'm not one of them knuckleheads that think this will work and that will work. And I'm just a factual guy.
I started taking apopectin powder pills as a tongue twister. That seemed to help my inflammation and joint pain.
And that's the fact, Jack.
I've been taking glucosamine, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Miniman takes glucosamine and it helps.
I must not be getting out. Maybe you need to have a piece of cheese after you take it there, Bagger. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're getting out there, Trey, but you're not as strong as you should be.
He's probably still on the wire.
Yeah, I hear you, Train. It's working.
Hot wing, No, I'm not on the wire.
I'm on the ground plane as far as I know, sir.
Yeah, your signal ain't right.
I agree.
I don't know. He's 10 over 9 here.
And you sound kind of boofy, too, which is kind of weird.
Boofy, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's see, Mike Gain. Oh man. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I'm on the wrong antenna.
Yeah, and the boofiness will go along with. There's no high ends.
Kind of like the same problem you were having on 160. What if this the antenna? Hold on.
What's that?
Well, wrong antenna or not, still pretty strong over here. Stronger than Sandbagger is.
Everybody's always stronger than me.
You point that beam at him, you'll get it.
That beam is kind of at him. I mean, it's not off by much. But, yes, Steve's low. He's usually up in the red. And right now he's, I guess, 8.5. He's about the same as you, Pete. And he's usually a lot stronger.
Yeah, I take that back. He was 5/9. You're 10/9. So you are stronger than him.
Yeah, he was, Dave, you're right. You hit it right on the head. He was only about an 8 3/4 here, and usually he's up around 10 or above.
Yeah, he's on the wrong antenna. He just hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I told him, I told him, I said, right before you walk down them steps, have a sign that says, check antenna position, because he's always forgetting it.
Well, yeah, if he's still at the Studio B, that's where the switch is. I'm super dude.
When you got more than one antenna, you gotta keep track of what your switches do for what antenna, for what radio, and gotta keep track of all that.
We'll learn them. He'll get tired of walking back and forth.
1, 2, 3,
That's for sure.
4, 5, 6.
He's going to start firing up the lawn tractor and going back and forth. The Joker? I thought I heard you in there.
I think I got 7 antennas here. Yeah, 7 antennas at least. So I gotta keep track. Oh no. 7 antennas. Got to keep track of which one's which.
I used to have that problem at my old house. Not anymore.
Well, you get a couple more gutter mounts up there, you're going to get close to having that problem again.
Yeah, and then my house will look like a pincushion.
Well, it's got to be easier than climbing out on the roof every time you want to change bands.
Yeah, that could be awkward.
Yeah, like, it was working really well apparently for Jim and Steve, and it was like sometimes good, sometimes not so good with me.
Well, I'm not surprised by that, because that's pretty much what I was expecting.
There was one time, though, you did hit 20/9, right when you said I jumped up to whatever, and you were real strong for like that 30 seconds or whatever, and then it dropped back down.
Well, that's 160, It's, like I say, there is something in between you and I that mucks with signal and phase and whatnot, and it's prevalent there, because I know it was on 40 meters and 80 meters, and why not 160?
And it's a shame that antenna can't take more power. So the most you could do on AM is like 50 watts of carrier. That's a shame.
Well, I mean, if it's 100 watts PEP, then yeah, I'm pretty much at the limit. But if it's 100 watts carrier, well, then I'm okay.
Yeah, but if you Google that antenna and look at different sellers of that antenna, you're going to see places that say that thing's rated to 250.
It's exactly the same antenna, though. Do they have maybe thicker wire in the coil?
Same antenna, same model number. I've seen it at 100 watts and I've seen it at 250 watts. Same antenna, same maker, same model number.
Well, maybe one's a PEP rating and the other one's an average rating.
Well, like I said before, I don't know if you caught it, maybe one's ham watts and the other's CB watts.
Yeah, I know. I have to get a dozy meter, though.
I guess on sideband, though, it wouldn't have been a problem. just to AM. It's just like, you know, it was sometimes good and sometimes not.
Yeah, but we can't do sideband on 160. That would rock for 507's world there.
Yeah, it would mess with my world too, because now all of a sudden I wouldn't have power again.
Oh, that's right. You have to go back to the Yaesu or something.
Yeah. Then I'd be down in a hole too.
Well, at least you got a better antenna.
Well, I got that going for me. Yeah, got a real antenna. I did switch over to my ground-mounted vertical, and the signal was less, but the signal to noise ratio was better.
Your noise level dropped more. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be helpful.
Yeah, I'd have to use that receive only. I wouldn't trust transmitting on that with the DIY.
Yeah, if I ever slipped out of SWR, it'll trip on you. Breaker, try now. That's better. Signal-wise, anyway. You're still goofy, though.
Train is back.
Am I goofy? All right, let's raise the highs. There we are. That any better? You're still goofy. Are you on the D201? I'm on the D201, but I'm using a electric voice microphone because the D104 started cutting up pretty bad at the cable.
To me, it sounds like he's got too much mic gain. Other than that, it sounds fine.
Yeah, I was going to say that. A little bit less mic gain might help it. All right, let's try it with a little less mic gain. Come on. That's a lot better.
Yeah, now you're train approved.
Oh, man. I'm having it hard tonight, man. Enough to give me a headache.
Hey, you know, trust me, not all the nights on the radio go your way. I can attest to that.
Yeah, man. All right, now, well, there's a lot of stations in there. So hello around the band. Train just getting it together. Well, you could probably, do you got the transmit tone control? Where you got that set? I'm sorry, I missed that. It didn't unkey. I said, where is your transmit tone control set? Well, I got it now on high because you said it was goofy, so I turned it on up to kind of try to match this microphone. So it's all the way up? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That tone control is all the way up. Well, I guess that's as best as you're going to do then. Yeah, unless you want me to lower the mods a little more.
No, I think you're fine the way you are now. At least on this end.
Yeah, your level is good now. You know, you could stand a little bit more high end, but I guess you're not gonna get it. Not unless I go back across the yard and get a different microphone. We'll be calling 911, man. Difficulty breathing and all.
Yeah, it's not worth that trip. I mean, it's really not. You're sounding pretty close to what you always sound like here.
Yeah, it's difficult over here in Studio B, man. It ain't the same. Mrs. Train can't watch and listen. She's not going to be happy with you. Well, I don't know. I went over there and she was laying in the bed. Yeah, she likes to listen to us, I guess. That's what you said before. She usually do, but I decided to just, switch over. And I bet you, though, if I jumped on that demo car, I'd brighten right up. Yeah, last time you were running that, it sounded really good. Yeah, I just wonder about it all. Now, if you didn't wonder about it, it would get boring. Yeah, there you go. Anyhow, man, you sound pretty good on 160, Dave. Get up there from a go. Yeah, I guess, when you're over S9, you don't have that audio disappearing in the noise thing like I was with Pete. You start to get down into the noise, it's like sucks the audio right out of your signal.
Well, how well was you hearing him, since he was having trouble hearing you?
Well, he was consistently above my S9 noise level, but occasionally I would get this, what they call selective fading, where a signal would, the phase would change and it almost sound like sideband. It would do that occasionally, but other than that.
Jim, that was happening a lot with you tonight. Were you noticing that on me? A lot of that selective fading, sidebanding sound and stuff?
Oh, absolutely. It was in there, no doubt. I don't even bother mentioning it. It's just I take it as a norm.
Right. Yeah, I don't mention it every time either because it kind of happens. It was pretty often tonight. There was times you came in there and I was like, my brain was working overtime to de-scramble what I was hearing.
America. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I went through the same thing. It's just the way it is, and I accept it, It's the nature of the beast.
Top of the morning, everyone.
Kind of keeps it interesting for sure. But my brain was working the most overtime, but to keep track of what Dave was saying. Like I said, like a lot of the times he was good, but then there was times where he wasn't so good, and I was having trouble. I could tell he was there, but I couldn't really tell everything he was saying. There were times he was over S9, and that was fine. And then at S9, he was fine. And he dropped down to S7 or whatever. It was like you said, it just, you start dropping off, even though my noise level is like a 3 or a 4. You get down around the 7 area, it just sucks the audio right out of the carrier.
These silly hillbillies are kicking your butt there, Pete. I'll tell you, I got maybe about 25% of what you said.
Oh, I guess it's a night for me to go to the pump house.
Oh, you got it. You better give it.
JR, I got a technical question for you.
Oh, God, I'm all teched out. What do you got?
That AT5K, when you go on the left-hand side of the selector onto direct, does that bypass the tuner?
That's only an indication. Yeah, if you look on that one, yes, it bypasses the tuner. Yes, to your question. All that, you go to coax 2, coax 1, and bypass. That's all direct.
All right. So that means it's not interfering with what I'm doing now.
I have no idea what you're doing now.
I'm going direct to the antenna group, but it does go through that box. I had to switch it over to direct. Down here.
Yep, it's just what you think. Direct skips the tuner and just works as an antenna switch.
That's a Roger. Yeah, you got it.
So you're running the 11-meter radio through that tuner too?
Well, no, it's actually being bypassed. It's just a technical thing. There's a switch on there, Dave, that allows me to go directly to that ground plane.
But you got both radios up to it too? It's got two inputs for two radios?
Yeah, well, it has inputs and things for a balance line. It has input for a coax line. It has input for coax 2. And it has, for a dummy load, and all kinds of stuff is going on. And I got to get familiar with it.
Those are actually the outputs. What he's talking about is the radio going in. And I believe you have a coax switch to select your radio going in, correct?
You're near I-10. Yeah. We're on coax now. If I went on a wire, then I'd be in another mess.
No, what I'm saying is you got all those antennas on coming out of that tuner, but going into the tuner, you got a coax switch, and you can select the radio that you want to use that goes through all that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The input is a coax switch this time, so you holler at us.
Okay. So basically, you can't run your 11-meter radio and a ham radio at the same time because they both share the tuner.
Yeah, that's right. I believe that's right. Anyway, I have a switch box in front of those guys to determine who's on deck.
You're correct, Dave. That's exactly it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got a mental picture of what's going on over there.
Yep, specifications are subject to change to the operator's design and setting things up and how he wants it to be.
Yeah, there's a mess over here, but give me some time.
Speaking of messes, since that just came to my mind, I need to schedule with Jim for a little bit of shack rearrangement over here.
You can go on AI and get that.
I'll be back. I'll get back to you. I gotta go upstairs for a minute. I'll hook up with you, Pete.
Yeah, I know. Just feeling it out, scheduling it out, you know. But do what you got to do, and we'll work on that. I know it's in the future, but I would like to get this mess expanded here and take advantage of the actual room I have instead of confining myself into the corner that I made myself.
Well, yeah, you can always tear things apart and put it back together again. You have to get back there and wire everything.
See, no, we're taking the shortcut there, Steve. We're gonna get floor jacks, automotive floor jacks, and 2x4s. Jack my old desk up and just roll it back.
Yeah, what are you doing there, Pete? Oh, well, we're just jacking it up. You gotta get AAA over there.
Oh, yeah, disconnecting this and then moving it and reconnecting. I'll be off the air for a month.
All right, thank you. Take care. Well, look at all the trouble I'm going through, man, just doing simple stuff. I wanted an 11-meter operation over here, so I bought 11-meter radios over here. And when I get on, I got to go through all of this hootenanny.
Yeah, well, before long, you'll have a 6-position coax switch going into that tuner, and you can select one of 6 radios to go in and then, out of that tuner. Yeah, you'll work it out. It takes time, but you'll work it out.
Yeah, man. Well, I spent the whole portion of yesterday and then last night up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning getting that bigger Maritron all set up. And then I still had some leftover stuff to do on it today because they had it amped up. I cranked it back down where it should be. Somebody went in there and had the plate voltage at 4,000.
You can actually adjust that?
How do you want to know that? Yeah, by using a different tap on the transformer. These people, they know all kinds of tricks to get more out of a thing, but I put it back like factory.
Oh, it's got a multi-tap transformer, so it was set for like 100 volts.
Yeah, it was awful. The needle went all the way over in the corner. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to run this thing like that. See what I like?
Yeah, sounds like a downgetter must have had a hold of that.
Yes, sir. If it wasn't a downgetter, it was one of them big old ham operators that be contesting where to pour a tube out. I'm like, no, I'm dropping it back down to 35, 36, 37 at the most.
Well, it could be one of those deals where he lives in an area where the voltage is just, not that good. It sags or whatever, and he set it that way to boost it back to where it should be. And your voltage is a lot better, and you got to set it to where it belongs.
Yeah, because I thought it was too much, so I went online, man, and everybody and his brother had a little something, including AI, to help me out with that. And they had diagrams. There's people on YouTube tell you what to do, what not to do, how not to shock yourself, and get killed up in Studio B.
Yeah, it's usually a multi-tap transformer. They're designed to work from like 100 volts, 110, 130 or something like that. And then if you put them in series, it'll work on 220 volts. Yeah, they got a whole lot of configurations there.
Yeah. So anyhow, it's actually wired for 220 or 240, whatever it is.
What is ours? 120 and 120 is 240. Then 110 and 110 is 220. What is ours for real, man? When we have a 220 line.
Oh, man, you're doing a good job. Let me try it on. Yes. Anywhere in between.
Yeah, so what I did was either a green wire or a brown wire. If you put the green wire to rest, if you put the brown wire on, that rascal runs at maximum, man.
Yeah, you did the right thing. Well, thank you.
Silverberg said that.
Yeah, I didn't need to, because it goes well over legal limit, and it wasn't necessary. I didn't need all of that. I'm like, you know what, I'm putting this thing back. I like stuff to be smooth.
You just want it to last long, Those tubes aren't cheap.
Not only that little bit of extra power, a couple 100 watts or whatever, it ain't gonna matter in the long run. It's better to keep the life of your tube longer than a couple 100 extra watts. Once you hit 1500, nobody's gonna notice that you're running 17 or 1800.
Hey, Silverberg, do you hear me?
Correct. So yeah, I straightened that out, man. I was like, man, I'm like, this is different. This is not what I'm used to. All right, that green wire system. What's the name of that wrap? Shrink wrap. And the brown one's supposed to be down on the lead. I'm like, so I went into I went online. I went all into YouTube and everywhere. And I just listened to the different ones. Then I checked the owner's manual. And the owner's manual lets you do it if the voltage is a little low in your area. The voltage ain't low over here. The voltage is high over here, man. My line current, my line voltage for the house is 127.
Yeah, mine's a little on the high side too.
Yeah, and in the summertime, you'll see it drop down.
Fingers, friends, Pete.
I didn't hear you. There's skip land noise, and then I doubled with you because I didn't know. But yeah, in the summertime, you'll see it sag down on the hot days, and in wintertime, it usually rides high.
Roger that. Well, at least we know where to go if we need to change something. But I doubt it. I like it like it is. Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, not only the tube though. I mean, running it high like that, it was probably putting strain on the rectifiers, the transformers, filter caps. It's good that you did what you did.
Yeah, and I wish this E-skip would get the hell out of here. It's making a mess of things. It's actually making it rough at times to hear you guys.
Yeah, that's rough. Now you're back on your vertical, right, Pete?
Yeah, I'm on my vertical. Yep.
Thankfully, I got the beam pointed east, so it's not affecting me as bad as it's affecting you guys.
Yeah, that's the downside of having my antenna up this high, man. Their skip land tonight is killing me.
Oh yeah, they're out there. But you know what? I'm not having no trouble hearing none of you guys.
Bragger.
And there's Rooster in the house. Rooster, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Night Train, Pete, Bagger, and whoever else is out there. Hi, Rooster.
Hiya, Rooster. Countywide.
Studio. Check it up on, hello, Rooster. What's up, man? I just heard about it.
Oh, there, Joker. If you hear me, I don't know if you hear me over the skip or not. I hear.
Hello, Joker.
That skip land is rough tonight.
Yeah, it's really hard to talk.
Joker, did you hear me at all?
You don't have an amp there, do you, Train?
No, I'm in bad shape. Joker, do you hear me at all? Joker, do you read me? I think I'm going to have to go on the Ranger, Bagger. I think I'm going to have to go on that Ranger. It has its own amplifier in it.
Yeah, you might have to. Emergency situations here.
That is correct.
I'm surprised Joker don't hear you because you're still plenty strong over here, and I don't think he's any further away from you than I am.
Them guys out in DX land, they got some pretty heavy signals.
Yeah, I'm hearing you there, Train. I didn't know you were calling for me. But yeah, it depends on who keys up out there in Skip Land. I don't hear most any of you guys. Hey, Joker, can you hear the rooster? Good copy on there, rooster. You didn't hook that Texas store up yet, did you? Oh, good, you got to the hospital. Nah, negative. I have not. Like I said, I figured I'd wait till I get everything situated here and then have you over. 10 for you. Night Train saying something. Another thing?
Oh, you picked up a Texas Star, huh?
Yeah, an old one with the Shivas in it. It has the button in the back for a sideband. I figured Joker could use that.
Oh, you sold it to him.
Button in the back for sideband. What?
Yeah, Texas Stars always have the button in the back, I think, for sideband.
Well, I got a Texas Star, but there's no button in the back for sideband. There's a button on the front, though.
Mine, too.
Joker, where's that button at? 1 second.
Yeah, my sideband button on my Texas Star is on the front.
It's a switch.
Mine's not a switch. Well, it's a switch. Yeah, it's a switch, but it's a push button switch.
How much you want? What you trying to get out of it? Still rolling. Yeah, the delay button's on the back.
What model Texas Star is that?
You're right. I'm trying to get these one-man girls right there. Come on. The boy gate don't lie. 91 says bye.
Oh, serious down-getters.
Holy moly. So if you told me, Joker, what the answer to the question was, you got to try again because I didn't hear it.
There's a Texas Star 350. You see the water gate, don't I? Hey, people right there, boy.
Wow, what an utter mess.
You can hear this, man. Eventually it'll go away.
I tell you what, I really did want to test on that 10 meters after we finish Classic Radio Roundup, man. I need to get some things set up over here.
I really suspect the differences between sideband and AM. The band that you use shouldn't matter on your settings, but the mode will.
Yeah, maybe it is, but that band is so ragged. It's just not smooth and it's not easy to get a radio check.
Well, I don't know about all that. If you've got enough signal, I can give you a radio check.
How about that Pottstown night train? Come on.
Who is that? Is that you, Mr. K?
Yes, Roger. Roger, how's everybody doing? Stephen, how you doing, night train?
Hello there. Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup, Mr. K. Kilowatt. You guys say hello to Mr. Kilowatt.
Yeah, I said hello to him earlier, but I called him Freebird. But him and Freebird sort of sound alike to me a little bit.
Kilowatt Rooster. Good evening, Kilowatt. Not sure if you can hear me. Yeah, I hear everybody out there. I hope you all having a good new year. Come on.
Yeah, welcome to the first Classic Radio Roundup of 2026. Kilowatt. The Spitfire 441.
Roger on that, Spitfire. How you been?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm still on the right side of the dirt, so it's all good.
Roger, I'm face up too. Come on. Mr. K, man, I was having trouble, man. I jumped off of my classic radio, man, and started cheating, man. Things got bad.
Going back there, night train. You got a little DX back there, background.
Yeah, that's what the problem was. There's so much DX, man, I could hardly make it through with my barefooted classic radio, so I jumped on the 2995 there, 10 for it.
Roger on that. You hit me with 5 pound. Come on. My little 2000 is getting there.
Roger on that. Yeah, man. I was feeling awful bad. Thing didn't want to unkey, you know, when I let it up off, you know, didn't want to unkey. Get stuck halfway between point A and point B. I'm like, you know what? All that skip out there, I'm going on my blackface radio.
There you go. Show how it's done. Come on.
So how's everything? Happy New Year to you, man. It's been a little while.
Yeah, man. Everything's slow, man. I've been dead now for about a week, but hopefully it'll start picking up again. Come on.
Now, I'm supposed to go back tomorrow for the first time since after Christmas there, Roger.
Oh, man. God bless you. I had a little patio door on the second floor, but other than that, I'm dead now.
Oh, wait a minute. I did have a couple days after Christmas. It was what I call the last job of the year. It was 2 days. It was 2 days with a helper. And that's it. So I haven't worked, man. Tomorrow's supposed to be my first day. Tuesday's job went to pits, man. Insurance purposes.
Paper removal on my last job of the year and did a lot of skin coating, getting it ready for paint for the customer. I was hoping you would take that job, but I didn't get a hold of you. Come on.
How come, man? I wouldn't answer my phone or something? I must have seen Kilowatt.
I don't know, man. Try to get a hold of you.
Did you really?
Yeah, Roger. I might have a wrong number on you then.
We got to get that together. We got to get it together. I got your number. I can send you a text. 10-4. I'm not going to tie it up, Ken. I certainly appreciate it, man. It's always nice to hear you. Old train. And I'm on my blackface radio, the 2995 there, just so you know it, dear Rooster.
That sound good, man. Yeah. Let me get that number and make sure I'm getting the right number. Come on.
All right, I'm going to send you a text message, Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, no text like your text.
Yeah, clear the confusion up.
Low text. Yeah, 27.115 on your AM radio dial.
Classic Radio Roundup.
That's right. 10-8 and straight.
Yeah, don't look for the Classic Radio Roundup till sometime, I don't know. Might not even be tomorrow. Might be Friday. So don't look for the gate until then. I got other plans tomorrow.
Other plans? What are you doing?
Going to high voltage safety training down the freaking city tomorrow. And then when I'm done that, I'm coming home and spending quality time with the XYL because it's our 25th.
Oh my, you guys are youngsters.
We just started late.
Yeah, well, whatever it takes, I guess.
So I'm just warning you ahead of time. Don't necessarily look for the upload tomorrow, but I'll get it up Friday.
That's what she said last night.
Yeah, she did.
You gotta wait 30 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, the little blue pill. 30 minutes. Let's go. But yeah, I got to go down to the damn city tomorrow. I hate going to the city, but I got to go to the city tomorrow morning.
I don't envy you in the least. Especially going down that sure kill distress way.
Yeah, and then it gets worse. I got to go to the northeast there by the Tacony Palmyra.
Oh, hell, you're almost better off going down 73.
Yeah, if I got 2 hours to get there.
Yeah, I would do almost anything to avoid that stinking expressway because it backs up
and it's a mess the whole way down.
Well, I'll be hitting that about 6:30 or so. I got to be there by 8. I'm going to leave here at 6.
You should be all right then. It doesn't usually start to get ugly until 7-ish.
Well, if 422 is any indication, it's getting thick at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a big cluster F anyway. Between 422 and 76. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not really looking forward to it, but, you know, it'll be a short day, really, for me. It'll take me, almost 2 hours. Well, let's call it an hour and a half to get there. Then it's a 4-hour class, then an hour and a half to get back. But my boss is going too, so we decided we're going to do lunch after class, and then I'll head back after that. So it'll be early afternoon. But by the time I get home, first thing on my mind is not going to be uploading the video game.
Yeah, priorities.
So I just thought I'd put the warning out there to don't look for it until Friday.
That's all right. I think everybody can wait. I'm messing with a little bit different setup, trying to for a gate. We'll see if it works. If it does, I'll upload it. What are you doing over there, Joker? Just a different way I'm trying to capture the audio. Not the way I really want to, but I haven't had much time to mess with it. Well, I've always found the absolute best way of capturing the audio is to jack it right out of the back of the radio. If it had a record jack.
Now, the best way was out of that Kenwood to my hard drive.
Yeah.
That way worked really, really well.
Oh, yeah, when I used to have the Spew radio server, I could just, I had a function on there that I could spool it to the hard drive, and that's what I used to do there. I was catching a few gates that way.
Yeah, the Spew radio setups that we had, and mine was with the Kenwood, so it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, those Spew radios, yours and mine, they were pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just kind of using what I had up in the room right now. Eventually, like I said, I just have to have time. I have an idea of how I want to set it up. I just have to do it. Well, you know what they say. If it feels good, do it.
And if it don't feel good, you're doing it wrong. Try a different way.
That's right. Hey, channel. There's a break out there, gentlemen.
Well, if there's a breaker, go breaker. And they never do.
Oh, no, how about that, Skip? Yeah, it might be Skip, who knows? On me, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's Stinger. Hey, Stinger, what's going on?
Not much, man. Just trying out this AM band right about now.
Are you in your base station now?
Yeah, this is the base station. I'm still on the 959.
Well, it's working. I hear you, but that skip land could take you out at any moment.
I hear that, man. I hear that. I'm barely hearing Dave, and I'm barely hearing Joker, but I'm hearing you guys.
Yeah, that skip land was even taking them guys out to me, making a mess of things tonight. But right now it's sort of in the clear. But that could change at any moment.
Yeah, what's up? I was talking to you, Joint, a little while before you guys got in there.
Well, I don't know who or where U Joint is, but okay.
He's down in Tennessee. U Joint's the guy that hangs around with Jay Bubby at the toilet. We'll spin the dial one time and head in, probably. Roger.
Yeah, well, I don't hang out here on this band to shoot skip, so I don't know all the distant players anymore.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, not since Space Lady was in here.
Yeah, I mean, if they're regulars on this channel, we get to know them after a while, like Mr. Murphy and people like that.
Oh yeah, Mr. Murphy in St. Louis, and what's his name out there in the Tater State? His name is not coming to me at the moment. And then of course Ranger, but unless you're somewhat regular, like you get forgotten about. And then if I'm not in here and other times that Skip Land's rolling on, I don't run into you. I don't know you.
You talking about the Menace?
That's the one, the Menace. I kept thinking of Misfit, and I knew that wasn't right because I'm sitting in his chair.
Yeah, and Night Ranger. Who else? There was a couple other people we kind of knew. Who was that one? 706 was it? Or was that? Well, that was Menace, wasn't it? Or was that one of his friends?
Yeah, he had a couple of friends. Wasn't it? Dirty Diaper. He's one of Night Ranger's friends. He came in here a couple times. But yeah, there was a couple associates of Menace that would pop in. I can't remember. We haven't heard Mr. Murphy in a long time.
That's what I'm thinking of. 706. That was Murphy's numbers, wasn't it?
Yeah, in St. Louis, and he had a couple of associates too, and I don't remember who they were.
Yeah, we haven't heard him in quite a while. I don't know if he, got out of it or something else happened. But, usually when the East Skip flares up, he was one of the ones who used to pop in there.
Yeah, he was quite regular show up on the roundups there for a while.
I was waiting to get a text from Night Ranger going like, hey, the Skip's running, we hear you guys or something. But I don't think it's working in that direction. I think it's somewhere else.
Yeah, I wasn't really catching much in the way of locations here tonight. It was just too messy, too noisy. They were all strong, but nobody actually said where they were from. They were just all getting down.
Getting back up again.
Yeah, what happens when you fall and you don't have a life alert? You can't get back up.
That's right.
Oh my God, it's actually for a couple of minutes here. I think it's fading away. It's still in there, but it's no longer competing with your signal.
Yeah, I switched radios. I'm cheating a little bit because this one drives the amp a little harder.
Oh, well, I'm running at a 1/4 kilowatt right now, and I don't usually do that.
Yeah, I'm running probably an eighth of a kilowatt. What are you doing, kilowatt? Come on.
Kilowatt PEP, 1/4 kilowatt carrier. Come on.
Yeah, Roger on the kilowatt PEP.
Good golly, Miss Molly on the 1/4 kilowatt.
Yeah, that's right. There's Goose.
Hello, Goose.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Good evening time, Channel 13.
The first official classic radio roundup of the year 2026.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Evening there, kilowatt.
Wherever you are, with the classic radio.
Just woke up.
We're trying from the Lehigh Valley. It's Mr. Sandman. Hello.
Hey, there's a Sandman up there in the Lehigh Valley. Hello, Sandman. Happy New Year to you. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup. Spitfire 441.
And Happy New Year right back to you. Hope you had a wonderful one and a wonderful holiday and all the good numbers around the household, for sure. 441, Spitfire. Yes, do appreciate you coming back. I heard you guys talking. I thought I'd give it a try. Definitely appreciate you coming back. But, good hearing you.
Yeah, good to hear you. It's been a little while there since we heard you, Sandman. Glad you checked in with us. Let us know you're still around. Yeah, 20 minutes ago, if you tried checking in, I don't know if I'd have heard you, man. The Skipland noise was so bad. Strong stations were taking out my locals. Come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, a whole lot of DX in there. That's a good thing, too, you know. Gotta love the DX, too, for sure. Anyway, alrighty, Spitfire. We won't try to make you struggle hearing me. I know it's not doing much here. I'm down to about 1/10 of a kilowatt. Anyway, we'll let you go. Yeah, to help everybody have a good night and good hearing everybody.
All right there, Sandman. And don't run away too quick. There may be others that want to get up on your antenna and say hello. But I'm glad you checked into the Classic Radio Roundup. Hope to hear you again more in 2026. Old Sandman up there in the Lehigh Valley. Spitfire 441 on this countywide radio.
Good evening there, Sandman. Joker down here in Valley says hi.
What's up there, Joker in Valley? Yeah. I'm not hearing everybody as good as I normally do. I think I have to turn up this thing a little bit south. Just a tiny bit more south would do a little better. But Joker, you're coming in really well. Yes, sounding real nice tonight, Joker. Thanks for coming back. Good to hear you.
Roger, man. Yeah, sounding good down here in Valley. All right, I'll step back.
Likewise on this end.
Sounds good down this way, too.
That's good. Yeah, that's up here in Buffalo, Pennsylvania. No problem. Wherever that was.
Yeah, it's Sandbagger down here in Douglasville, Berks County.
Sandbagger, Bucks County. Good deal, man. Nice place to live.
Well, any place is a nice place to live as long as it's yours.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, that's a plus. That helps.
That's for sure.
Yeah. And this year, my house will be paid for.
Ooh, that's a good thing. Then you can retire.
Yeah, having it paid off pays off too is always a little better too.
Yeah, I got like 60 days, and it's all mine, finally. 2 more payments.
Yeah. So when's the retirement party?
After I have my AL 1500.
Now that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Well, who'd have thought I'd have my house paid for before I had an amplifier?
Well, you know you got to wait for it.
I have a place for it. That's true.
Is the skip calming down now? And I stepped away for a phone call.
Yeah, I think it's calmed down a bit. It's not completely gone, but it's not nuts like it was.
Roger.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, now that I think about it, I mean, it is January. That's the second E-skip season.
Yeah, and it got a late start, too, because, it usually starts, like, sometime around Thanksgiving or soon thereafter, and rolls in through the first week or 2 of January, but didn't really seem to start up until, like, within the last week or so.
Yeah, there's so much F-layer during the day, it really gets tough to tell what's what and what's not, Downgetters are in there, from F-layer stuff. And of course, I know the FMers and stuff I hear, coming from Europe, that's all F-layer.
Yeah, well, last night I was in the shack. It was just after sunset, and I was just dialing around, checking things out, and I heard what sounded like some E-skip on 10 meters, so I thought, well, let me go check out 6 meters. I tuned the wire up. I went to 6 meters. I heard somebody calling CQ. I went back to him, and then I dialed around, heard another guy, and went back to him. They were both in Minnesota. And then I thought, let me just see if I hear anything on 50.4 AM. I went up to 50.4 AM, and I heard somebody there. And they weren't real strong, but I did hear somebody there, and then they faded away, and I heard nothing else.
Oh, that's cool. 6 meter stuff.
Yeah, and having 6 meter sideband voice, was one thing, but hearing somebody on 6 meters AM, that's kind of rare.
After a while, Dave, you're going to have to get a 6 meter antenna.
I got one.
Next thing you know, everybody be on 6 meters.
I've got rotating antennas on that one gutter mount there. The 6 meter antennas there, the 11 meter antennas there, and the 40 meter antennas there, laying in the gutter.
They laying in the gutter?
Actually on top of the gutter, but they're there.
I got a message to pass on from the 507. Heard CVJ a bit here. At first he was weak when you guys were hearing him. His signal came out of the noise, then he got weaker here, needs more kilowatts. Well, we know that last part's not going to happen.
No, not with this antenna.
No, but we kind of knew the limitations of that antenna, but we went for it anyway because we figured, well, it's either that or at this point it's going to be nothing. So we went with the something over the nothing.
He heard you. That's the bottom line. He heard you.
Yeah, that's a start. Well, hell, the guy in freaking Cape Cod heard me. I'm blown away by that. I would never have suspected that.
Yeah, he heard you. He let me know he heard you.
I don't imagine he heard me well, but just the fact that he heard me, wow. I could just, when he came back to you the last time, I thought I could hear him in my noise. But before that, I couldn't, he wasn't in there at all. He was buried in my noise. But he was just starting to clear it a little bit the last time he talked to you.
Yeah, that's a shame with that band. If you live near widgets, it makes a lot of noise. Well, I'm fortunate here, and I don't have that to deal with. But you guys near all those widgets, man, got noise to deal with. Train has that problem. You have that problem, and that kind of kills things. But he said he wouldn't be able to have a conversation with you, but he could have exchanged call signs and the basic information made a legit contact.
Yeah, well, it's all good, I guess. One way or another.
But even still, once I told him what you were using for an antenna and power, he goes, well, now I'm amazed.
Yeah, if I could have got 6 dB more gain, it might have been even better.
Well, Jim and I had discussed this, and that's why we did it. Like, the only way we're going to get him on, the quickest way is to do this. Whether it works out any good or not, it's worth the risk to try.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should try to make an amplifier out of something here.
Yeah, I still think that 200 watts PEP, that antenna will handle it. I still feel you'd be all right at 200 watts PEP, 50 watts AM.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I would do it. If it was mine, I would go that. I wouldn't go more than that, but I would do that.
Well, let's see. Maybe 100 watts will work.
100 watts AM or 100 watts sideband?
100 watts carrier.
Ooh, you think it'll handle 100 watts carrier? That's 400 watts PEP.
Yeah, but it doesn't say the power handling is carrier or PEP. It just says 100 watts. So is it carrier? Is it average? Is it PEP? I don't know.
Well, if you had 100 watts AM carrier, I would have heard you a lot. Well, I know I would have heard you a lot better.
Yeah, well, it would have been 6 dB better,
That would have made the difference. It really would have.
25 watts.
All right, yeah, you'll be able to make it over to Dave's.
Actually, it's probably a little more than 25 watts. I think these icons are a little hot. They might be closer to 35 watts.
Yeah.
So
That's the power of the multi-LMAC.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the icon puts out. Well, I have to measure it, I guess, with the bird meter. But the slug is only good down to 2 megahertz. But I guess that's close enough.
Yeah, 1885 from 2 megs, it's probably close enough, huh? If it's not 100% accurate, it ought to be close enough. But yeah, 35 watts carrier, that's multi-LMAC power.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I ought to give you my second multi-LMAC and you can fix that, get more audio out of it, and use that.
Yeah, it's not going to be much more signal, God.
No, but it'd be more audio.
Oh, I can get the audio. That's not hard.
Uh-oh.
Touch that microphone.
Do I see an ALC mod in your future?
Either that or I'll put the 706 on there.
Yeah, you know the 706 does it. Those radios are good on AM.
Yeah, they are. They're almost like asymmetrical or something, because I could back the carrier power down to 10 watts or something, and the thing still swings to 100.
Yeah, which is probably better for AM.
It'd be better for driving an amplifier.
Well, like when you got low carrier and lots of audio swing, that works better on AM. That's what I'm doing on my DIY. I'm running 150 watts of carrier, but I'm seeing 800 watts PEP.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of headroom there.
It's probably closer to a kilowatt PEP according to my scope.
There we go. Let's back the power down a little bit, since it doesn't seem like the skip is being quite as annoying.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I've been running hard. There we go. But yeah. According to my scope, I'm running over 150% positive peak modulation at 150 watts of carrier.
Yeah, that doesn't suck.
It's beautiful. I like it. I'm running like that. I'm not even going to up my carrier, and I don't get no trips.
Well, you wouldn't want to run any more carrier, because the way your audio processing is set, it's set to be asymmetrical with your compressor or your limiter and all. And if you tried to run the carrier full power, you would be clipping your positive peaks, because you wouldn't have enough headroom to fully do it.
Right. So I think I've hit the sweet spot. I think that's right where I want to be. The way everything's set now. 150 watts carrier, 150% peak modulation. Yeah, boy, no trips. I think I'm at the right spot.
Yeah, it's working good.
And Steve, Jim, and I, according to that guy in Massachusetts, we were all like 20, 30 dB over 9 up there.
Yeah, see, but I couldn't hear him well enough. You know what I mean? He was the one that was the problem. We were making it up there, but I had that hash. Yeah, I had that hash. I thought it was going to be a whole lot better, but he would peep in and out of my receiver, not enough for me to just sit down and chew the fat like I did with that guy on 10 meters today.
Oh man, you got hash?
You need to take that little portable transistor radio and dial down around 2 megahertz and walk around with that thing till you find out where your noise is coming from. But he was running 100 watts, so he wasn't piss weak, and he sounded like he was running a decent antenna. And then he was anywhere from like an S8, S9 to 1020 over to me, so I pretty much heard everything he said.
Roger that. Yeah, I think my noise is coming from my neighbor's solar panels up on the hill there.
That might be my source too.
Well, he's in violation of FCC Part 15.
Chinese don't care.
Yeah, there ain't nothing I can do about that.
Oh, well, actually there is. It depends on how bad of a neighbor you want to be.
Yeah, I don't want to be a bad neighbor. Our children grew up together.
Well, you can approach him and let him know, and then maybe he'll voluntarily take the steps.
What kind of stuff?
Filtering, ferrites. There's all kinds of things you can do.
He wouldn't know. He'd have to have somebody come out and do it. Now it'll cost money.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I have fun on 10 meters. At 2,900 megahertz and stuff is first class up here.
Yeah, 29 megs is fun. Have you been down there in the morning time or early afternoon when the skip is running?
I was on 10 meters this morning. I can't remember exactly what frequency it was because I was dialing around watching
the little waterfall. I zeroed in on the guy down there near San Antonio, and we were sitting there chewing the fat.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Glad you're having a good time with the band.
Yeah, some of them, them other bands, they don't have that same problem that I have on this 1885.
Well, that's medium wave. Medium wave is different than high frequency radio. It's just different, especially the high end, like 10 meters. But take advantage of the 10-meter propagation while it's here, because next year and the following years, it's going to be falling off.
Yay!
Oh no, that means probably the next solar cycle, all my old buddies over there in Europe are going to be dead.
Well, then we don't have to talk about them.
I'll be missing them. And it doesn't seem like there's a new young crop coming in to take their place.
No, by the time the next solar cycle comes, we can all be dead.
Well, it's entirely possible. Then who will be around to talk about us?
Right. Well, that'll be Joker's job. I'll do my best.
Well, if I'm the first one dead, make sure somebody comes over here and rescues my radio gear.
Yeah, how about it? Oh, your wife will call me.
Yep. She'd be like, I don't know what this stuff's worth. Just come and take it. Get it out of my house, and I don't have to deal with it.
It's all gonna end up on eBay.
No, eBay sucks.
She won't do eBay because she don't want to be bothered packing and shipping and none of that. She'll call Dave up, come and get it.
What, somebody getting ready to die?
Yeah, Pete.
I'll take your stuff, Pete. You can just give it to me before you die. That way you don't have to worry about it.
I'm the closest one.
Who says I'm going to die first? Oh, no.
Well, y'all talking about dying. I'm not in on this one. Hello there, Wayne.
Yeah, hello, Renegade.
Hello, Night Train. Conversation we're having.
Yeah. Hello, Wayne.
Well, Joker's the lucky one. He's the youngest, so he could wind up with all us old guys' equipment.
He might not have nobody to talk to. All of the boxes. I'm the last man standing.
I know, right?
Yeah. Joker's going to wind up with classic radio roundup equipment, but nobody to talk to.
Yeah, he'd be like, well, I outlived them all.
Have all that equipment and nobody to talk to.
It'd just be a pile of radios. The Joker be standing there.
Just be shooting skip. Yeah, you guys are really good at putting a nice mental image in my brain.
Hello there, Goose.
Hello there, Night Train. What's up there, buddy?
No, not much. You got your Roger beep on, just so you know it.
I do. I must have bumped the button. I don't even know what button it is.
Oh, no.
The downgetters left. Now the Roger beepers are here.
Yeah.
Things were bad for classic radio roundup early there, man. I had to switch radios just to become part of the show.
Is that better there, Night Train?
Yes, sir.
You got it, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's working, driver.
Even I was hearing skip.
Hey, Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember a guy by the handle of Disco Kid?
No, I don't.
Back in Norristown. Okay, he was on back in the. He should have probably rubbed elbows with you and Jigsaw Johnny and all. He knew those guys.
Well, I probably know him, but I don't remember. There was so many people I talked to back then.
Yeah, I lost track of him. I didn't know what happened to him. I just saw somebody put a thing on face plant. He just passed away.
Who passed away? Disco Johnny?
Disco Kid, yeah, he was living in Thorndale. Yeah, he moved out of Norristown, I guess, many years ago. That's probably why I didn't hear him anymore. But I remember him in the late 70s.
Yeah, he might not have hooked up his radio bag up. Who knows?
Was he older than you, Bagger?
Yeah, he was.
Hey, y'all keep your ear out for Misfit Excavator. He was trying to check in. So I don't know if he's going to try again or not, but he got lost in the skip land. I told him try again.
Yeah, with all that Skip, would never hear him.
Joker, there's another person that just passed, man.
Oops, I doubled with you. Who passed?
Jigsaw Johnny.
No, not Jigsaw. Disco Kid. Jigsaw Johnny. I don't know. I don't know. He might. No, I don't know if he's alive or not. Honestly.
What year was he on, Bagger? Because that handle rings a bell.
He used to live in Norristown. Then he moved out to East Norton. And then he disappeared, and I guess he moved to Thorndale. That's where he was living. That's what his guy said that posted about him. And he got his equipment. He still had it, although he didn't have a bass anymore. He used to talk in a mobile, I guess. But yeah, he was in the 70s, mid-late 70s he was on.
He wasn't a Channel 29 guy?
No, he was on Channel 20.
Golden screwdrivers, they think they're doing good. Well, if he was older than you, I guess it was all right, you know.
Well, it's never all right, but yeah.
Wrong thing, no doubt. Well, I mean, you want to get a full life. Got one man.
Yeah. Got to make it to 90.
90.
Without drooling on myself, if I can't make it to 90, and I'm not, the only way that I want to make it to 90 is if I'm not sitting there drooling on myself.
I don't want nobody changing my diapers.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you can be spry at 90. You know, you don't have to be suffering from Alzheimer's and incontinence. You know, there's a lot of. I mean, look at Dick Van Dyke. He's 100. He's still going strong.
Hey, my father is going to be 86 this year, and he's still running a radio station.
There you go.
Yeah, see, so it's got to be on that order. Otherwise, I don't want to be around here. I don't want to be around here getting my diaper changed. Mr. Stevens, is everything all right? Can I get you anything? You be laying there all miserable.
Just won't change your diaper then.
As long as I'm in the shape that my father's in at his age, I'll be all right with that.
J.R. Hey, Rooster, what's going on?
Oh, no, Mike, I figured you could hear me anyways.
I always hear you. I got a direct link to you.
Everybody hears the rooster. Huh?
Stefan, you going to be around tonight?
What? What? Oh, Ty's got to pee? Can you see me? I don't know. I don't know where this thing is looking. All right, I'll come let Ty out.
Are you going out for cigarettes?
Yes, fine, I will. Okay, bye.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right down here on the creek.
Now all we need is, what's his name? Freebird and 123.
123 was in there, but he's a grasser.
No, not 123.
How about 123? 123.
You still got a copy on 325 Newport Richie. Hello. I guess his wife kicked him off the table. Still in Florida.
123.
I don't think he's out there, Rooster.
He was earlier, but he was getting swallowed by the skip.
Are you near Mountain Fan? Hello.
Somebody's out there.
Parker, why do you think that tram was insisted on sticking? You think the relay need to be cleaned or just what?
When you say sticking, what was it doing? Staying in transmit?
No, on release. No, it wasn't trying to transmit, but it wasn't trying to give me back my receiver either. I had to push the button several times, and then you guys come through.
So your receiver didn't come back to you, flicked the mic a couple times.
Yeah, you did messing with the trigger. If it was like a gunfight, I'd have lost.
Yeah, it sounds like relay.
Think it just need to be cleaned or just what?
Well, yeah, it could be cleaning, Depends on how messed up the contacts are. If they're really pitted, then you probably have to replace it. And those relays are really hard to come by.
Yeah, I thought I had one somewhere in stock. I don't know.
If you were in a gunfight, you'd be 142 fastest gun, but somebody gonna be 141.
See what I'm saying?
Night train.
What's up, Rooster?
I got a box of new old relays here.
Yeah, I gotta have one. I think it has about 12 pins on it. Square, or rectangular, maybe about 1.5 inches by 1 inch. Yeah, by 3/4 inches wide. And it's a square, and it has about 12 pins on it. Yeah, I ought to start looking for one just in case.
Well, this one here is about 16 or so. I got about 8, 9, 10 of them here to do.
Oh, wow. That's something I might want to peep at the next time we get together. Hey, anybody around here make up jumpers?
Who what?
Make up jumpers?
Who makes them up?
Anybody. I'm looking for somebody to make me up some jumpers.
That's not fun work.
I know, it's miserable.
I told you I had some 6-footers brand new here.
123 is listening. How many jumpers you need?
I don't know. Probably about 4. 2 18-footers and maybe 2 6-footers.
Okay. 18-footer. Holy moly.
Yeah, I was thinking about moving that amp over in the corner by the window. Kind of out of the way a little bit. I mean, not way out of the way. Ain't no such thing as out of the way, but not the wall where the steps are, Bagger, but the other wall, and put it in the corner.
You want to keep it near where your operating position is so you can make sure everything's working good.
Oh, all right. That's the end of that.
Yeah, you want to see these dials? Hey, you got to be able to tune it there, Steve. What's the matter for you?
Well, I thought that once you get it tuned and you got all your numbers recorded, you set it and forget it.
Not that easy.
That's not how it works. It depends what antenna you have. You may have to tune again on the other side of the band. Oh, Steve, you're getting to be union guy.
Night train.
What, Rooster?
I got some crystals here, too.
Yeah, I don't know what frequencies, but I'm all right. I don't know, Rooster. I might have to come visit you.
Hey, Rooster, 123 said he's on the radio.
I guess I can't hear him. I don't know.
Wonder where 123 doing ducking it.
He's actually on his base.
I'm standing by listening.
Are you standing by listening, 123?
Yeah, that's me. I'm standing by listening. I didn't think you could hear me, but I guess I'm getting out.
Yeah, I hear you well, man. I don't have a problem. I didn't know you were there.
Oh, yeah, I've been out here for a while. Just stand by. Your beach on.
Yeah, no beeps.
What's I guess checking beep is on. Oh yeah, 10-4. I didn't think you guys would hear me without it.
Beep don't make you any louder.
Night ring.
Yeah.
It's there's 3 of them in here for a Browning radio. 6 volt DC, 4 PD. It's a 70R4-6DC SC0 or O.
Yeah, I would have to come over and maybe bring my relay with me, and then we can look in that box and see what's down in there, man.
I will be right back. I'll take pictures and send. Yeah, some of the stuff I gave to JR. He gave it to Bagger.
All right, yeah.
Here, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
All right, yeah. Do that. So what's going on, Paul?
Not much. Just standing by, listening in. I can hear Skyrider in there, but he's just above a 2. I could just hear his audio above the noise.
Well, if you hear Skyrider, you're doing good.
Yeah, I can hear Rooster, but again, it's his audio that's taking him above the noise. You know what I mean? He's only giving me 3 pounds. I guess I'm gonna have to go up another 10 feet or go on the roof.
Yeah, go on the roof. 10-4?
Yeah, that's the goal. Get on the roof.
If you can't go up there, to get somebody to go up for you, just tell them what to do. What I give you over there, man? How's it looking?
Oh, you give me 6 pounds. You sound good.
Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah, you're almost 7 pounds. You and Peter give me the best signal. Actually, you give me a better signal than JR. I'm hearing him just scratch through.
Joker, see if you can get on his antenna.
How about that 1, 2, 3? I hear you scratching, but I can't really pull you out. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I hear you, Joker. I know you can't hear me, but I can hear you. You and Rooster are about the same. Right around a 3. I hear your audio, though. Hook up that 2 pill. That ain't gonna do nothing.
Goose thinks the 2-pill will make you hear better.
Well, you and Joker can hear him then.
Joker does hear him. Don't you hear him, Joker?
I hear him scratching, not enough to have a conversation. See, that's why I said hook up that 2-pill.
Stefan, he said he hears you.
I hear him too, but I don't know. He's not. He's just making it over the noise here, But I can hear him, and with putting my ears under the speaker, I probably could make a conversation with him. How you doing there? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. That was Skyrider trying to get on your antenna.
I heard him in there. I can't really make it out, though.
Well, he says hello.
Yeah, hello, Skyrider. I'm in here. I'm trying.
He said hello, Skyrider. He's in there. He's trying. He's got to get it up on the roof.
Roger that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I can make you out where you are, but I still have you're just making it over my noise floor here. Roger.
I want to put one of my ground planes up on the roof.
He said he wanted to put one of the ground planes up on the roof, and maybe he'll get back to us and he'll start stuff.
Trees work better.
I ain't got no trees.
Well, I tell you what, this is a ground plane, and I just got down.
And this is a non-ground plane up in a tree, and I just got down. Hey, 123, at least you're not out there freezing in the parking lot.
In what? 35 years. Yeah, hopefully she still works. Oh, it don't work. Oh, no, that's a good antenna.
Hey, Goose, is everything still up there where you put it, or did you change something?
I got it down. I was going to raise it up, but raise it up for, I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock. So then I got to lower it back down. I just left it where it's at. It's about like 4 foot off the tower.
So you lower it each night?
Yup.
10-4.
Well, you're just as strong a sandbagger to me as he is to me.
Is 5i7 allowed to come down here on this channel and play with the Dirty Boys?
Well, he's allowed to. It's whether he wants to or not. He don't like to be the grasser.
He wasn't no grass. Well, then again, since he lost his antenna. But today, man, when him and I were in there on this 1885 and conditions was good, that guy was like 20 over.
That's all?
Well, for me, that was good.
If he's only 20 over, he don't have his amp on.
Well, I don't know what he was all on, but we were both giving each other some decent signals in the modulation, and everything was all right.
Yeah, usually on 1885, he gives me anywhere from 30 to 50 over.
Oh, wow.
I've seen him peg my meter.
Oh, wow.
JR gives me 40 to 50. You were giving me 50 tonight.
Yeah, but I didn't like my modulation.
You got it better towards the end. It just seems like with that microphone on AM, you need to have the gain down, and then whether you like it or not, you could be up on that microphone, and it sounds better.
Roger that on eating the microphone or kissing it, licking it.
Yeah, it seems like that's the way that mic works.
Roger that.
What mic is it?
ICOM desk microphone.
Okay.
We
We were on the other band.
Yeah, I figured that much.
medium wave.
That's what you call it, medium wave.
Yeah, it's in the medium wave spectrum of the radio spectrum. This is high frequency. That's medium wave. It's below. Shorter or longer wavelengths.
So that's a medium wave. All right, so now I know. All right, and this right here is what? Long wave?
No, this is high frequency or short wave. High frequency or short wave radio is 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz. Medium wave radio is 300 kilohertz to 3 megahertz.
All right, so these are short wave, man?
Yeah, this is a short waves. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I just learned that today.
Yeah, low frequency is 30 kilohertz to 300 kilohertz. And then VHF starts at 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz. UHF is 300 megahertz to 3 gigahertz. It's the rule of the threes.
Oh, all right, yeah. So which one is most likely to stretch out the longest distance?
Well, that would be probably the short waves, but there's a big difference between 3.6 megahertz and 28 megahertz in the shortwave band.
Yeah, the reason why I asked that was because we went to the space station. I forget where it was. Might have been in Houston. I don't know where it was. But we went to the space station, the one at the Apollo that landed on the moon. And, of course, they have it as a museum, you know, and they got the equipment there and so forth. And I asked the curator, I said, what was it, what kind of band did they use to communicate from Earth to the moon? Was it long wave or short wave? He said, man, I think it was long wave.
Well, that's not right. He didn't know what he was talking about because it was either VHF or UHF, and most likely UHF. When you want to do space communication, you want to use radio waves that the ionosphere will not bounce. You know, so it's going to be most likely UHF or even SHF. Certainly SHF these days. Maybe those days it might have been UHF. But long waves, they're not leaving the ionosphere. They're not making outer space.
Yeah, that's right.
These days they using the 2-meter band?
Well, we use the 2-meter band for the space station as amateurs, and it's 2 meters up and it's UHF down.
Yeah, roger that.
I always thought they were around 2 gigahertz.
Well, for outer space communication, you got to be VHF or above. Short wave, medium wave, long wave ain't gonna work.
I mean, if you look at the Apollo spacecraft antennas, they had little dishes on there, and they're not very big, so that's telling me it's high frequency, like gigahertz range.
Yeah, I'm not going to dispute that. I just don't know for certain, but it certainly wasn't long wave.
Oh, hell no.
Long wave was never really used here in the United States, but Europe and Asia, they still have long wave broadcast stations.
Yeah. I was tuning around with the 160 meter antenna, and it was picking up AM broadcast pretty nicely. But I kept going down below, and I was hearing stuff down, like 300 kilohertz and stuff. I'm like, I wonder what all this is.
Non-directional beacons. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you if you'd tried that out on medium wave broadcast. And I suspect you'll in the daytime, you dial around, you're going to be able to hear AM broadcast stations you couldn't hear on a regular antenna.
They're not really strong, though, but I hear a lot more of them than any other antenna I've tried.
When I use that 160 meter ground mounted vertical of mine in the daytime, I hear stations, AM broadcast stations on that I can't hear on any other antenna. And like you said, they're not as strong, but there's no noise either. And I can hear stuff. I can hear low power AM stations like down in Annapolis and stuff and out on Long Island. And it's crazy how far away, like 300-400 miles in the daytime, a kilowatt or less AM broadcast station, I can hear them.
I don't know where some of these were. I could hear WABC in New York, but they were only giving me like S3.
Listen at try, I think it's 1690 or 1700. I think it's 1700. 1700, there's a low power station there. There's one out in Long Island, and there's one down in Annapolis. And you might hear either one of them. But it's kind of fun to listen to AM broadcast band in the daytime with a decent 160 antenna. It's amazing what you can hear. It's also fun to listen to those highway ones. I think they're like 16, 10, 20, 30, and 40. I think they're pretty sure. Yeah, 16, 10, 16, 20, 16, 30, 16, 40. See which ones of those you can pick up and how far away. They're interesting because those are really low power.
Yeah.
They're highway road information broadcasts.
Oh, yeah, those things.
Yeah. Go and snoop them out, and do it on more than one day at different times. You'll hear different ones.
Got information for you guys.
Okay.
All right, the man on the moon talked back to Earth using S-band frequency, specifically 2287 or megahertz or 2.287 gigahertz.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, Dave nailed it.
That's what I thought.
Gigahertz, bye-bye.
Yeah, that's SHF, super high frequency. Well, technically it's, that's super high frequency, yeah.
S-band frequency is what they call it.
Yeah, they call it the S-band, but in generic terms, as far as whether it's long wave, medium wave, short wave, VHF, UHF, SHF, that's SHF.
Yeah, they were saying that part of NASA's unified S-band system, which allows simultaneous voice data and television transmission. Microwave signals, man. Microwave.
I used to transmit on microwave frequencies. I used to transmit on 1296.
I I think our cell phones work on microwave.
They do. Microwave is considered SHF, which is well, actually it's still UHF, because UHF is 300 megahertz to 3 gigahertz, so it's still UHF. The SHF starts at 3 gigahertz and goes up to 30 gigahertz. I think that's right.
Yeah, well, he figured it was a long wave since it was such a long distance. I didn't say nothing. I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah, that terminology is the actual wavelength. The long waves are long waves, and the short waves are shorter waves. But VHF and UHF waves are even shorter than that. And then they term generically microwaves anything over 1 gigahertz.
So if we were stuck with only one frequency to work off of, everything got bad, they bombed the earth and everything, and then, the only radio we could have would be one particular radio. Which one would be the one to have?
I think Dave would agree with me on this one. 40 meters, the 7 megahertz band.
That right, Dave?
Say what?
He don't know what you're talking about.
Steve is saying if all you could have is one frequency only, and you weren't allowed to have nothing else, and it was the end of the world times, and you needed a radio to communicate, what band would you want? Or what frequency would you want? I'm taking something in 7 megahertz.
I'm saying 27.115. You're still alive. If you wanted a band to use and nothing else, 40 meters isn't bad, but it doesn't work really. There's times it doesn't work all that good. I can't think of any. 20 meters would probably get you more distance. If you wanted to reach out and really touch somebody.
Yeah, but 40 meters will get around the world at nighttime too. 20 meters will get around the world in the daytime. But 40 meters is still usable in the daytime where, I don't know. You're not going to be able to talk local in 20 meters, but you can talk around the world. But 40 meters offers both.
Well, 40 meters do local too?
Local and around the world, yeah, depending on the time of day.
Yeah, it's more regional during the day.
I could talk to Sandbagger on 40 meters in the daytime. I don't think there's any time I could talk to Sandbagger on 20 meters.
You've never tried.
Yeah, but I think if we could hear each other, it would suck.
Skyrider talks on 20 meters.
20 and 40. When I look at my logbook, it's at the beginning was all 10 meters while that was hopping and popping, and now it's 40 meters usually. 40 and 20. 20 during the day and 40 at night.
For 60 meters.
And during the daytime, I'll take 17 meters over 20 meters any day.
I still vote for 60 meters.
It's channelized. Might as well be on CB.
But it's quieter. JR, if we were on 60 meters, where would we put our amp? Between your legs? No, you got 20, you got 80 and 40. There is no 60 written out on the front of that amp. Where would you put it?
You wouldn't put it anywhere because you're not allowed to use more than 100 watts on 60 meters.
You have to put a new network in there for 60 meters because they don't make an amp for it. It won't work on 60. I don't think it would. I never tried it.
Yeah, and if you did, you'd be breaking the law because the maximum power you're allowed to use on 60 meters is 100 watts.
No, we're talking in an emergency. If the world took a crap and you need emergency transmissions.
Well, just so he knows, you're only allowed 100 watts on 60 meters.
Oh, all right. So then you don't need no amp, and you don't have to click on what is it? You know, you tune up. You know, you got your little shack, or your little hut. You got leaves over top of you and logs. You got a fire burning. You got a little generator, and you turn that generator, and you key up the mall.
Yeah, your antenna will work fine at 100 watts on 60 meters. I worked Europe on 60 meters at 100 watts on my wire.
All right. You said emergency.
Well, just so he knows, for the real world, emergencies aside, yeah, your amp, first of all, ain't going to work on 60. And second of all, you're not allowed more than 100 watts.
Bit of food, you got some fur, you know, to wrap yourself in.
Oh, man.
This is bad, Pete. Some of that ripple.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's cantankerous moment. You can't use more than 100 watts on 60 meters. So the amplifier is a moot point.
So the FCC be riding around looking for emergency transmitters that went over 100 watts on you know, and this is a pre-apocalyptic moment.
When they first gave us privileges on that band, you couldn't have more than 50 watts ERP. So if you had to figure out the gain of your stinking wire antenna, and like, yeah, you know, that's too much work for me. I can't figure out the gain of my wire antenna. But yeah, it was 50 watts ERP when they first gave us privileges there. And then finally they realized nobody's figuring that out anyway. They just said 100 watts.
Yeah, that's right.
I read somewhere they were doing some changing on that band. They were realigning the frequencies or something.
Yeah, they did that. Now we have the whole like 15 kilohertz worth. If you're on those original 5 channels, you can run 100 watts. But if you're anywhere on frequencies between those channels, I think it's like 10 watts or something stupid like that.
I don't know who's in the FCC who comes up with this crap. You know, instead of opening up the most used frequencies, you know, they're doing shit like that. Come on, open up 10 meter, open up 40 meter, open up, I don't know, 80 meter so that people can talk.
They are opened up. What do you mean?
They give more bandwidth there, you know. Yeah, they're open, but, you know, sometimes when you're on 40 meters, you can find a stick where you put where you can key up on while it's so busy.
Yeah, well, then that gets into the ITU. That's not just the FCC. You know, all that spectrum on HF and everything it's all regulated by the ITU. It's not the FCC that says how big our bands are. I mean, Christ, a 10-meter band is 1.7 megahertz wide.
But that's the only one, you know.
Well, they progressively get smaller as you go down in frequency, but that's just because of the nature of HF. It's got to be that way. Plus, there's other services out there. There's aeronautical mobile. There's international broadcast. You know, there's all kinds of stuff, utilities and stuff. I mean, we're not the only users of high frequency.
Hey guys, I want a quick break in here. You guys have a good one. Nice hearing you guys tonight, and I'll talk to you later.
Good night, Joker.
Good night, Joker. Thanks for your presence on the 2026 First Classic Radio Roundup.
Night, Joker. Night, Joker. Have a good one. 73. Night, Joker. 73 is Chase. Good night, everyone. Yeah, I'm hoping to be on maybe Friday, Saturday this week. Trying to get more radio time. I need to stop being so crazy and just get back on the radio a little bit.
Yeah, more radio time.
Crazy, huh?
Crazier and crazier by the day. So you guys have a good one. Yeah, it was a pleasure. First Classic Radio Roundup of 2026. Wow. We're at 2025, yo. All right, guys. You have a good one.
Good night, Joker.
One last good night. See you there, Skyrider.
Hey, you could always go down between 6.9 and 7 there, Skyrider, and become a pirate.
There you go.
Yeah, there's another option to listen.
Pirate radio is fun.
Yeah, sometimes it's two-way, isn't it, Sandbagger?
Yeah, sometimes they listen to you.
Make a direct request, no phone required. That was wild. I will never forget that.
That was excellent, man. Totally.
That was so cool. Another unexpected box checked in my radio fun.
Yep. Yeah, I never dialed up in there.
You got to check it out sometime. Usually holiday nights and weekend nights, listen between 6.9 and 7 megahertz. Dial in there. Usually upper sideband, sometimes AM. There'll be broadcasters in there, but they're all pirates. They're unlicensed. and there was, I think it was last Easter, there was one in there that Dave and I like to listen to, and he was in there, and he stopped transmitting, said he was done for the night, and we both got in there and said, "Oh man, is that all?" And he says, "What? You guys want to hear more?" And we're like, "Yeah." So he went on for another 20 minutes. That was so funny.
Me and my little gutter mouth.
He heard both of us. That was funny as hell.
Dave, when you do the hockey puck show, what antenna do you be on then?
Beam.
All right, and you have it pointed at Olaf?
Not really. It's usually just east.
So he'd be kind of somewhat at your back door or side door?
Yeah, he's off about maybe 40 degrees or so.
Yeah, but he's what, only 2 miles away, right?
Yeah. He's the first to heard me on 160. He was giving me 30 over.
Was that sideband or AM?
AM, on 1885.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's you guys are so close. But that antenna is going to work better for you on 160 in the daytime than mine will.
Yeah, well, Olaf's got an inverted V for 160.
We need to get him there on 1885 AM.
Oh, he'd be right in there, and he's got power.
Well, why doesn't he?
Why isn't he here?
Well, that too. He's in here all day. Is he shut it off and what nighttime falls and he turns the radios off?
Yeah, he sometimes goes to bed at 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
Well, we're in there at 6:30 on 1885.
Yeah.
So that's an hour and a half he could play radio with us.
Well, I don't know. He ought to do that. He's busy puttering around 40 and 80 and, listening to dirt balls on 10 meters and stuff.
I think he needs... I'm going to have to raise that issue with him. You got to join us on 1885.
Yeah, he's not really set up too well for AM. He was a little overmodulated. He had to back it down a little bit, but, he certainly got the power.
Oh, I'm sure he could square it away. I have no doubt that he could square himself away.
He would probably be able to go toe-to-toe with 507.
I believe that.
Well, I don't know if he's got it hooked up. He may not have it in a convenient place.
Well, I know 507 can do some pretty wild amounts of radiated power. That I do know. I saw it myself on the Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody uses the Bird as a standard. Well, I saw it on the Bird.
I saw 1490 peg a 10K slug on the Bird. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, 507 can do that.
Yeah, I believe that's real power. I don't know what the heck 1490 was doing. He might have spurs or something, but there's no way. I didn't think that thing he had in there would do 10 kilowatts, but it did.
Well, there was one time, and he was loafing along, and I seen him do 1 kilowatt carrier.
Oh yeah. Back in the day, that was legal.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It really is. You know, we should be able to run a kilowatt carrier. Hey, you need that extra power. You need it.
Oh, you know, AM is antiquated, bandwidth hoggy. You know, all the swamp bucketers got in there and went like, yeah, we got to neuter them, cut them off at the kneecaps.
Yeah, now I'm restricted to 375. Why can I only run 375 watts, but you're running 1500?
It's all PEP.
Yeah, I know. It still kind of sucks.
Yeah, well, so would any woman I'd love or marry.
Yeah, I want to run a kilowatt AM carrier.
Anyway, speaking of sucks, I got to get out of here and go to bed. So, catch you guys later, and we'll do this again.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. I got to get up at dark 30 and go to school tomorrow, so I'm not hanging about tonight. Although I'd like to, but I'm not. 73 all. Thanks for the fun on the Classic Radio Roundup, first edition of 2026. Welcome to the new year. Spitfire 441. 73 all. Thanks for the fun.
Have a good night, dear Spitfire and Sandbagger. Have a good New Year.
Good night, Goose.
Hey, okay, Dave. We'll catch up with you later, and yeah, have fun with that antenna. That's going to work out. Yeah, we'll work it. You know, we don't have your nights, but I think it's going to work okay. Anyway, Petey, catch you later. Go tomorrow and get some education there. See you later. Bye.
Good night there, fellas. I'm trying. I'm still trying.
All right. See you later there, Pete.
Man, I gotta break in there, and I don't know, I guess I'm not getting out. I don't know. You're getting out. I hear you, you mud duck. Your mic keeps cutting out on you.
I thought I was just an ear out here. I didn't